Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Um, the color of today is red. The color of the day is red because I needed to heal some wounds that I thought that I had let go of. So this is my story, but my story finna heal somebody. I don't know who, but this is what that is. So I was in my meditation and I came out of it like I was, just trying to connect and get things together, but I came out of it and it was just like all this just came over me and I needed to let it out because I don't need it holding me back and I don't need you letting it hold you back for what you need to be doing. But there was a point in my life where I had gone through so much, so many lies and so much stuff. And some stuff ain't my fault and some stuff I could have made some better decisions, but we all not perfect. And so some decisions were my fault. But that brings me to say this. It's like there was a point in my life where I turned into this real evil person. It was like I was kind, but I was evil and I was mean. And it was like I wasn't playing with you. And nothing you could say. And nothing you could do. I covered my heart so tough and rough till you couldn't even. Ooh, it was gonna be a minute for you was gonna be able to penetrate it to even get through to try to make me feel whatever you wanted me to feel, cause I wasn't going. But there's a point where you got to release that cover on your heart. You have to, because it will it will excuse me, cause just hit me hard because I've been having it covered up for so long till there was some things that I was missing that was for me, but I couldn't see it because I would never give anybody a chance to get that close. Because when you've been hurt and lied to and been mistreated and not being able to defend yourself when you know something ain't right, but you got to remain quiet, because sometimes that you got to remain quiet, you best believe God working it. He working it out. And sometimes you don't need to say nothing. And when he tell you to hush your mouth. Because he gonna work all that out for you. Because you can't fight all your battles by yourself. You just can't. And so you give it up to him, and he'll handle it, and everything gonna be okay. But you gotta believe that it's gonna be okay. You got to believe and trust that when you laid your heart out because you didn't want that hard covering of it no more, where you just was like, you know what, I'm gonna break it, I'm gonna crack it now, because enough is enough. Enough of feeling like you gotta always be in mad and evil and defensive mode. Because don't forget, that is part of who you are. You are still that person. But the thing is you need to be able to handle that person and all that comes with it. That's part of you. That kindness, I'm still a kind person. But when I'm evil, it's because I got to teach somebody a lesson. And sometimes I need to teach my own self some lessons. And I got to be real with myself. And I got to say stuff that's real, some real ass shit, literally. But I'm just telling you, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to always be. I'm not changing for nobody, because I've changed so much for everybody but the one person that wanted to do it. And that's just what that was. I was always trying to fit in a mold. I was always trying to be what this person wanted me to be, or that person wanted me to be. But that ain't, I'm an outsider, baby. And I'm going to always be. I'm going to always be that person. Because I need to be me, free to be me. And I need to help the people that need my freaking help. And how I'm talking, how I'm feeling, you need to hear these. And you need to apply this to yourself. And you need to make the change. Because it needs to happen. And really, really soon. Because enough is enough. Enough is a freaking enough. It's time to get with it. Quit all the bullshit. Quit all the faking and fronting. Drop all that shit and just be who you are. We ain't got time for that stuff no more. We tired of trying to be over here, trying to follow and trying to be and have what all these people, what this person has. Again, we all inspire each other, but you know what's for you and what's not for you. And quit entertaining that shit that's not for you. It's not been for you for some time now, but you still keep going back to it because what? It's convenient to you, it's easier for you, and it's comfortable to you. You need to get somewhere that's gonna challenge you, make you gotta think, make you think outside the box, and quit trying to always stay in there because that ain't where you're supposed to be at. This applies to me too, because I've been there and been that person, always trying to this and that, trying to make this and trying to do that. Because as a woman, what you gonna do? Yeah, we got some of them that's not, but this ain't for you. This ain't for you. This is for the ones that's like, God dang, when can I get a break? Type stuff. Because you've been doing it. You've been going. You trying to make it happen. And you just, oh my gosh. But let me tell you something, baby. You gonna get there. And yeah, it takes a minute sometimes. And sometimes you gotta sit in it. And you gotta feel that shit. Because that's still part of it. But when you feel it, accept it. Because that's who you are. And that's who you're supposed to be. But again, you can't keep having that shield over you because you need it to come off because you missing stuff. You missing stuff that's for you. You missing out on some stuff that can help you. You got to. You have to. Because the minute you open your heart up and you release all that pain that's been hurting it so bad for even a day, a week, a month, you hear me? Or years you've been carrying that shit. Me, I'm a year carrier. And I accept it. But I needed to be where I needed to be because I'm telling you. But God isolate you and take you away from everybody. You best be trying to get your act right. I promise you need to be trying to get your act right. You need to take that time out when he isolating you and he sits you down because you need all that healing. You need to release all that stuff because you are needed. We all have a purpose. Are you even ready to do yours? You are right where you're supposed to be right now. It ain't no, I wish I could have, and I should have done this, and I should have done that. Yes, all of that. It could have been all of that. But right now, you are right where you're supposed to be at. And it's time for you to capitalize on opening up your heart and letting go and let God. Because you can't keep trying to handle this and do this on your own. You need God. You need God in your life. I don't care. Whoever you pray to, as long as you know there's a higher power, baby, and you believe, you need that in your life. Because otherwise, you're going to be lost and stuck out there. And that ain't what you want. Because that ain't no good feeling. Because I know you hear these tears that I'm crying because I don't been there. And that be the problem. Everybody always be feeling like, oh, well, you don't. Nah, when a person say they done been there and they trying to stop you from going as far as they had to go because they just couldn't stop. They just couldn't stop and they just kept going and they just kept going and just kept going. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the whole reason why you got to get some love in your heart and you need to pray and you need to meditate and you need to do what works for you. But at the same time, the main thing that we have in common is we got to pray. We got to pray and we got to let all that pain go. Because if you keep holding on to it and having that coldness on your heart, baby, you're going to miss out on this beautifulness, all this love that people want to share you with, or just the love that you have for yourself, that you took the time to do what you needed to do what made you happy. Because you do matter. I'm trying to tell you, you matter. You just do. I don't care if you feel like you don't, but you do. Because you're going to wake up and you're going to realize, and what I say to you, it's going to hit you right when it needs to. You're like, damn, she really said something. Mm-hmm. She sure did. But I'm just trying to help you, baby. Because you deserve better. Just as well as I feel like I deserve better too. I've been deserving better. But that was part of me and my coldness. Because you know what? You can't be always accepting everything that just because you ain't seen it before, just because you ain't had it before, don't mean that it's always for you either. And it's real. Quit being easily influenced. Quit being easily, you look at something and it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. Oh my gosh, immediately. That's what it's for. There to try to trick you and try to make you believe that you need to have this and you need to have that. But you deserve so much more better than that, and you know what's for you. And just quit entertaining all that nonsense. I'm telling you, because you know what you're doing, just as well as I did too. But again, all that coldness was been like, shh. Don't keep letting the cold hold you back. When you can have some warmness in your heart and some love in your heart, and you can start seeing beautiful, pretty things. Because everybody always feel like, well, that's the biggest thing. Oh my gosh. Sometimes look at the small things too. The small things matter too. They really do. Whether they small or they big. Just enjoy it for what it is. And I just want to let you know, I believe in you. If ain't nobody told you I love you and I love myself, and you just open your heart because you deserve it.